Oh, it's the 27th of July 2018 at 7:30 p.m. In my last video, I spoke about the idea that when you get up here out of the narc zone, values flow between people. At that stage, I was thinking, yeah, it's a thought value flows from me to you, and I explained it in terms of accounting. It comes from me, which is a credit, and goes to you, which is a debit in your account, if you like. Um, yeah, and because eventually you're a good guy and that sort of thing, you want to repay the value. So you send me some value. I thought, a good thought. Yeah, okay, or a thought that I can use and helps out, and you square the books. Anyway, Jay Lord made a comment that yeah, it's the values flow so long as you don't you stay out of this zone. And I thought, yeah, look, I couldn't agree with you more, you know. But to be honest, I didn't know why. I thought, yeah, it all sounds good, and I'm taking it. I just, I think it's just better to stay out of there. But I can't, I couldn't honestly say to you guys why it's better. And I tried to think. I thought, well, maybe narcs get supply, so narcissistic supply. Maybe that's reducing your value in some way. Because in my last video I talked about how if I keep giving you our feel good value, I'm calling them relaxed thoughts. I give you a nice relaxed thought. You know, my videos are always, you can always pretty much rely on them. I try to keep them, the same. I'm the same temperament the whole time. I respond to comments in much the same way. I try to be in a good mood, so you can rely on it. Okay, so you can relax. Not relax. You have relaxed thoughts. Yeah, when it comes to me, yep, it's positive. He's reliable. He does this. He does that. Yep. I'm not sitting here on tender hooks with stress thoughts. What I call, which are the opposite of relaxed thoughts. Stress thoughts. What's it going to be like today? Everything. No, I try to keep it even, Stephen. Yep, bang, bang, bang. Okay, and so after a while, I was laying out the argument that you'll build up this one and then you'll want to repay. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, it's just something that you want to balance it. And I explained in the last video how I've had a couple of people do that for me, and that believe it or not, what they're actually offering is relaxed thoughts, because they're suggesting, oh, look, this might be a solution to that problem, which is a relaxed thought, not a relaxing thought. It's a relaxed thought. It takes the pressure off it. Oh, gee, that'd be good, or the stress out of a business idea, or instead of, and it could be like rocks last night. Gave me a whole idea of another whole business idea. So if five fail, I've got another one. I think, oh, okay, it's another iron in the fire. It's a relaxed thought. Oh yeah. So I'm obviously giving you guys relaxed thoughts. Something I don't know exactly what it is, but they're not stress thoughts, and it's not making the situation worse for you. It's actually probably if at the very least you can just sit there and relax while watching me. I try to keep it as cordial as possible and what have you. Not going off my nut, or it's you don't need that. But it's just a relaxed thought thing. And I've thought about it. I had to go shopping today, and I thought about it on the way over. And I put it into accounting terms because I couldn't figure out what to say. I thought, yeah, narcissistic supply. Yeah, if they get supply, maybe they're stealing some of our value or something. And I thought, yeah, that sounds all right, but who's going to believe it? Because I was just buying it on faith, if you know what I mean. Look, I tell you what was prompting me. Last night I was in the wild jungle and sexy camps, and just lately I won't mention her name, but I just started talking to one of the roomies late at night, 12:30 a.m, 1 a.m, somewhere like that. She's tired and sort of just sitting there, and I'm tired, just wanting to wind down. So I just chat to her. She's in Rotary, and she goes away quite a bit with Rotary, and it's usually her and a whole number of guys, and they all buy drinks and beer. they send back, which is always showing us, some sort of wine that some Korean guy's given her or something. And I was just chatting, and I was just saying, are you interested in any of them, and that sort of thing. And she just never seems to be, because I'm sort of like, it's sort of it's an A room, and like, what are you doing here, type of thing. It's no great shit. I'm not after sex or anything else like that. I'm just trying to find out, it's not a bad thing to do. It's relaxed thoughts. That we're just nice relaxed thoughts. And she gives me a nice relaxed thought. She'll just sit there or something, and I'll flatter her. And we'll chat about this. It's just a nice way to wind down and go to bed. Okay. Just something different. I thought I'll try this. Sort of trying to, get a bit of normalcy in my life if that's possible, living online. But anyway, I thought I'd do that. So anyway, as Kurt was on, and Kurt's, bright-eyed and, bushy-tailed at 1 a.m. And he's chatting, I've got his, oh God, Kurt. And I said, no, mate, I'm trying to settle down, I told him I was talking to this person. So, okay, what are you saying to her? So I told her, and I'm sort of throwing out hints, and he kept talking, and my speaker's going bang, 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 and it's not relaxed thoughts, okay? It's what I call stress thoughts. Oh, that's acceptable stress thoughts, but, it was just, I'd had enough. And I said, look, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll talk in the room. Good. Oh, okay, right, yeah. It's just flat at 1 a.m. And I'm just sitting here going, yeah, okay. So I started talking more about these Rotarians and, how many women were and how many men were. And was she interested in any of them? Would she like to have sex with any of them? Nah. So then I said, would you like to have sex with anybody? Stupid thing to have said, I suppose, in a public room, because, I'm just, I'm wondering what the hell everybody else is doing. What are you doing in an A-rated room if you've got no interest in sex at all? So I just sort of casually, so one of the big narcs in the room, curious, stop. Oh, Jesus, is she here, or is she? And you're badgering. No, not. I just ignored her. Anyway, that was before, and then I asked, have you got you got interest in having sex with anybody? And the next thing, boot, the screen goes blank. I'm out. The shit's for maybe a minute. Stuff. It couldn't be bothered. Anyway, this morning I was speaking to Kurt. God, the whole room was pissed off after that. I said, why, what happened? I said, no, they were really annoyed at her. And I couldn't understand at the time, but I can now, because it was late at night. Everybody was relaxing. They just, it was getting everybody in. Everybody was, yeah, do you? Would you? So they're all following the conversation. Yeah, they're all except for this thing that was pissed off, probably because I don't talk to her. But anyway, that was by the by. Yeah, but and then Kurt said, apparently after that, she tried to cover herself by telling everybody that I'd asked for her for anal sex, and she just wasn't going to have that anymore. I mean, I haven't. I don't even talk to her. I do say hello to her. We used to. But yeah, that none of them bought it. And Kurt was saying, yeah, you're not going to take that lying down. You've got to do something about it. And I mean, I thought, well, no, I don't want to go. I couldn't explain it to him because he wouldn't have understood, but I don't want to go down there. But I couldn't actually even explain it to myself. And this is when I thought, would it end up taking value or something, and from me. So that's what so with all that in mind, I went over town. As I was riding along, I thought, look, just put it into accounting terms. I've been talking a little bit about accounting. The idea of, value comes from somewhere and goes to somewhere, and then you pay it back. It goes from you to me. And sort of squares the books up. Oh yeah, it's good. So I went through it and I thought about the type of what sort of thought is it? And I broke it down into relaxed thought and stress thought, two types of thought, and that all other thought falls under one of those two headings. Look, I don't know whether it does or not, but I tried it with a couple. I thought, it'll, even sex, I think falls under either stress, starts off as stress and then ends up being relaxing, or it's relaxing all the way through. Either way, But I think generally, just for simplicity, I just put it all under that. Yeah, there's all sorts of different thought, of course, but I reckon they fall under one of those two categories. Could be wrong, and I'm sure if you can think of anything that will prove you wrong, I might have to rethink it. But I just thought, relaxed thought and stress thought. So I came home and thought, I better do this, while I'm still remembering it all, while it's all fresh in my mind. So I put all the T accounts together and set it all up. And then I got down to doing this one. It was going to be the same as the top, a couple of... And then I thought, me, them, stress thought. And I looked at it and I thought, that's just what I thought in the first place. I don't want it. I don't care if it's reducing value or anything else like that. I really just don't want stress thoughts in my head. Okay, but you got to have some. You're gonna. But can you see what I mean? It's really, I'll have to show you. Oh well, if you can imagine on one side the sales, if you like, or the income, all these thoughts, and on the other side you got these thoughts. So you got relaxed thoughts on one side, stress thoughts on the other side. So, maybe that's what it is. So I just thought, no, I just don't. If I don't really need the stress thought, why would I go there? What's the point? It's like, what am I achieving? It's not. It's like a cost. If you get my drift. This is like a cost. That's like an income. Because and actually you could probably it could help you make an income, or me make an income out of it. Okay, but this is no more than a cost. So why do I want expenses? The unnecessary expenses. And does anybody want unnecessary expenses? And that's what I got down to. I was going to say, how I'll try and do relaxed thoughts and she'll have stress thoughts. But when I got down to it, the first thing I get is stress thoughts. I don't want it. It's pretty simple, isn't it? And if it goes into your head, and all you've got is relaxed thoughts, things are good, okay, you can do this, that's good, all profit, all income, and no costs, perfect, couldn't be better. I mean, we don't expect it to be perfect, but if you can reduce your costs while maximising your income, that's the idea, isn't it? Like, I think most of us are business minded here. I think we all relate to that idea. But and look, that could be half the problem. If you're not business minded, this all makes sense. But for us who are business minded, no, we don't want it. Relaxed thoughts is what we want. Something that's takes the pressure off the whole time is what we want. I think, correct me if I'm wrong. If you guys really love some stress, but when I think about it, what you're all saying is it's just not worth it. You're saying women aren't worth it. No, it's too much. Too much stress thought in there. You just want relaxed thought. But look, hopefully by doing this, hopefully you can start putting it into perspective and think, it might be possible to have a woman in my life after all if I organise things properly, and show her this as well. Because I thought, wouldn't this be also good for relationship counselling and marriage counselling even. Just putting it straightforward, like if you do all of these things, woman, the guy's not going to be interested in you. That's that simple. Because it's stress. He doesn't want stress. He wants relaxed thoughts. So you have to change it all around. So it's all relaxed thoughts. But I don't know. That's just the way I saw it. But so the whole thing is with all of this is, it's all well and good to have these thoughts like, and I love the idea of, a narcissistic supplier. What does it mean, actually? I suppose, flattering, or she needs to be flattered and that sort of thing, but I think it's more than that. How do you explain all this? A cost makes more sense to me. It's a cost, as opposed to an income. Wait until I do the balance sheet on this. God knows what that's going to be like. This is introductory 101 accounting. Okay, a new form of accounting. This is the very, very latest technology using. I think the accounting. I think he was also a monk like me, but a different sort of monk. I think he created it in 1100 AD or something. Yeah. Uh, yeah, and now we can use it for this, a whole new purpose. Isn't it great? Good talking to you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.